Good fucking morning or afternoon, evening, wherever you are in this world. Good morning or good whatever, man. Good day. Good fucking day. What's poppin'? It's your boy Ray Caruso. You already know what's poppin'. It's us, never them. Bringing you another segment of Untitled Opinions and Who Asked You. Because you really got to ask yourself sometime, who asked you? Who asked you to give me this information? You know what I'm saying? Because at some point in your life, we get a lot of information and we're like, why are you giving that to me? Like, why? What makes you think I need to know this? And why is it a need to know thing? You know what I mean? You want to know one of my entitled opinions? My Wife and Kids was an all right show, but I really didn't like Gina in that show. They could have casted somebody else. I don't think Gina's that funny. That's just my entitled opinion. Damon Wayans to me is hilarious. That guy is. I think all of the Wayans, in my opinion, is funny. In my opinion, it's just as funny. I was scrolling through. I think it was the gram a few days or a few weeks ago, and one of the Wayans brothers, the younger one, I think it was Marlon or Sean. One of those brothers was doing something for their daughter where I guess their daughter's part of like the LGBT community, and he did like this photo shoot where he's wearing the LGBT flag and saying all this and saying what he accepts. And I was like, my entire opinion, I was like, bro, who gives a fuck? I don't really need to know who your daughter sleeps with or who your son sleeps with. I don't care. You know, I could care less, bro. Congratulations to your kid finding someone that loves them and to sleep with them. But for you to go on to the internet to broadcast and let us know that your child is that is just absurd. I don't fucking need to know that. Don't you have money? Ain't you rich? Huh? Why do you have to why do rich people have to plague poor people with their dumb ideas and problems? As if we don't have those problems ourselves. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. Him and D Wade are two guys I always, and I've always liked those guys. I've always, idolized those guys because they were, D Wade was a phenomenal basketball player for the Heat. The Wayans brothers are just, comedic icons. Those guys are just funny people, great actors. And to see them do the stuff they do, which I understand why they do it. I'm not a biased person. I don't understand why. You love your child, you love your kid, and your kid makes these choices, and you want to back it up for them. You want to, like people say, stand on business. So you stand on business with it, and I'm all for it. I'm all for whatever my child chooses to do in life, and I back it up 100% because I always tell my kid, the choices you make ultimately are only going to define you. I've already lived my life before you. All right. I can only help you, guide you through this life that you're going to, endure, or this movie you're going to make yourself. I can only help you and direct it, you know, but you're going to ultimately make those choices to make this movie come out how you want it to come out. You know what I mean? With that being said, I don't indulge too much in the choices my kid makes, I'm not going to spread the choices my kid makes for every other kid, because every other kid is different. Everyone should be available to have their own choices and, stuff to do. I don't really need to know that you need to have a nail kill line because your daughter has that or your son has. I really don't give a fuck, I don't care I can care less that your child is transitioning. Congratulations, you know. That's none of my business. There's bigger fish to fry than you're transitioning, you know, which I'm not trying to, belittle your transitioning. Like, good for you, man. You don't feel comfortable in your skin and you want to be in a different skin. Good for you. It's hard enough being black, but you want to be black in something else. Hey, do what you want to do. I can care less. Are you still going to pay taxes? Is my question. Because they are. They are going to still pay taxes. You're not dodging that shit. So you're no different from me in any fragment of the mind that you believe. Because you're sleeping with someone else over the same sex doesn't make you any different. You still got to pay these fucking taxes. I got to pay. You still got to drive on the highway. I got to drive on. You still bleed the same way I bleed, you know? So I really don't care. I always see it as if you're a millionaire, if you're not doing something productive for all humanity, then keep it to yourself, you know? No one really cares, you know? Don't propose what your kids is doing as something everyone should be doing. No, man. No. Go through that movie with your kid on your fucking own. You know what I'm saying? Don't drag us all in the mud with you, you know. But to be honest, a lot of us are dealing with those things too. It's just that we're not millionaires to broadcast it. So it's kind of unfair that you're a millionaire and you get to broadcast it, right? Poor people can't broadcast that shit. Only the rich can. It's ridiculous. Moving on. Moving on. You know, a lot of untitled opinions I have, you know. An untitled opinion I have is vulnerability or being vulnerable can do some real damage to you, you know. You gotta try to find a way to fight that vulnerability shit, man. Because vulnerability will have you calling, you know, exes or girls or people that done you wrong because you feel vulnerable. You know, you're like, I'll turn the cheek. And you shouldn't. You know, those people did you wrong. You shouldn't turn the cheek. You shouldn't go back. You know, and I hear a lot of women say that they'll rather deal with that one bad guy than get another body. You know, I hear that a lot. You know, and it's a shame because it's like I get it. You don't want to add another body to your list, but come on, you don't want to. You don't have to keep dealing with that damage. You know what I mean? Somebody damaged you, not damage you. Somebody, you know, affects you and then tries to turn it around and be like, well, you're affecting me as well. It's all a game, you know what I mean? But my untitled opinion is you should definitely, when vulnerability knocks at your door, try your hardest to fight that, you know, or try your hardest not to bait into giving in to people that did you wrong, you know? Find new people. And it is hard to find new people or to trust new people, you know what I mean? But it is what it is. Go out there and take the fucking gamble. You know, take the gamble. Because what's the worst that could happen? You know, you find another abuser. It could happen, but it can't. I mean, it can and it can't. But whatever. It is what it is, guys. You know, but that's just my entitled opinion. I'm like, you know, vulnerability gets you, man. And a lot of us make these wrong choices and they get with these people that were doing them wrong before. And they're like, oh, maybe they'll change. And it's like, why do you need people to change? You know, if they've been doing things wrong, let them change on their own. Why do you have to make them change? Why do humans feel as though another human has to come along for them to make a change? That person didn't change before because they didn't see no need for it. You know, you can't always expect your man to change for you or expect your girl to change for you. They got to want to change for themselves. They got to want it just as bad as you want it. If they don't, then there's, you know, that's a hard fight and a hard battle to do with someone, to have them change or to be someone else, you know? That's just my entitled opinion. Jesus Christ. Man, didn't mean to cough. But anyways, continuing on, you know. Continuing on. I bought a new fire stick. I lost my old one. I didn't lose a fire stick. You know what it is? You lose these fire stick remotes. You know, I got like all these damn remotes. You just need one remote to control everything, you know? Like my one remote should control my lights, my TV, my cable, my PS5, my iPhone charger. It should somewhat control my life. You know what I mean? Am I asking for too much at this point? It's a fucking remote, you know? Whatever. You know, whatever the case may be, man. I watch a lot of Corey Holcomb's podcast, and that podcast to me, I like that shit, man. He always has some good people on there and always saying some good stuff, you know. I like hearing a lot of what he says. You know. With that being said, I'm not gonna dive into what he's saying. You should just go watch the podcast. But anyways, so you know, here another day, another dollar. We're all getting up. Make sure you all get up, man, and thank God for getting up, you know. Or thank whoever you think for getting up. Because I always thank God for seeing another day. Like I'm like, thank goodness I got up again, you know. That is what it is. You know, an untitled opinion I have. Why doesn't the rental companies, give you the toll thing? You shouldn't have to pay for tolls. Like I'm already paying for tolls all the time. You know what I mean? You should just slide that fucking toll shit into the car already. Why do I have to go buy the toll and then get the toll charges? You know what I mean? Or why do I have to pay an extra for that toll shit? All rental cars should have the Easy Pass. That's just my opinion. All rental cars should have the Easy Pass. Like, why doesn't that rental have the Easy Pass? What the fuck? I don't want to pay the toll. I'll pay it back to you, bro. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? This shit is absurd. You know? It is what it is. They dropped that NCAA football, man. Let me tell you something about NCAA football. When I was a young kid, bro, I got an older brother. My older brother was a football Nazi. I'm gonna tell you about a football Nazi. He loved football, breathed, eat, slept, shit, that shit. Okay. NCAA football, NFL football. He breathed football. Anything football, he loved that shit. And at that time, we only had one PlayStation. So, we'd have to share that shit. And most of the time when I want to play it, he was playing this football game and he was crushing it. And after a while, I got tired of it. I'm like, bro, I'm just a little kid. I want to play the game too. So I'm like, let's build a bond. I was a good kid growing up, innocent little kid growing up. So I was like, yo, let me build a bond with my brother. Because me and my brother didn't really have like a great, crazy bond like most brothers do. You know what I mean? Because that's just the dice that rolled us, But anyways, I was like, yo, let me see if I can build this bond with my brother and, see what he likes. Let me jump into it. I've tried this multiple times with him, you know what I mean? When I was young, I joined Pop Warner football because my brother was playing football. I didn't really like football. I was like, fuck football. Why do I want to play that sport? After I joined it and I played it, I liked it. It was okay. But I was a basketball guy. Basketball was my sport. You know what I mean? I'd rather be on the basketball side of the sports thing, you see what I'm saying? And doing that. That's just how I see it. But anyways, we would share the PlayStation, and I was like, yo, let me teach me or I'll play this game with you. And my brother knew I didn't know anything about football. And that would get him, upset because he's like, God, why would you want to play this game? I'm just going to beat you and demolish you. You don't even know. And I was, I'm like, come on, I want to play. I know how to play games. This game can't be that hard, And he would literally like, okay, you really want to play? Every time I score, you have to give me 10 push-ups. And that's where I was like, oh my fucking God, we can't even really just play the game. It has to be something involved in it more than just the game. Whatever. I'll take it because I'm never gonna not take the, the dare or the challenge. I'll take the challenge, whatever. I remember my brother beating me like 70-0 one game, and my arms and chest were just fucking screaming for help. Getting angry at him because I was like, I can't even score in this fucking game. I'd pick the best team and he'd pick the worst, and he would still find some way to beat my ass in this fucking NCAA game. I'm talking about, man, we played all those NCAA games. I only like college football because of my brother. Like, I was a big Florida State fan. You know what I mean? I love the Florida State. Like, the Seminoles, oh, shit, that was my team. The Seminoles, the Hurricanes, who else? Fucking the Ducks. Was it the Ducks? Was that Oregon Ducks or some shit like that? Oh, Ohio State Buckeyes. Oh my God. Teams were my fucking teams to play. They were always good whenever I watched football with my brother and shit. Even Notre Dame, another team. Notre Dame was like one of my favorite teams to always watch growing up with my brother, or like, I'd watch alone because sometimes he wouldn't be around. But that's who put me on to college football, my brother and shit, But he would beat me ferociously, like I owed him money. He beat the shit out of me in these NCAA football games. And, as I got older, I was like, yeah, I'm never playing them games again. You know what I mean? Eventually, he ended up stopped playing video games. You know what I mean? People grow up and they stop playing. I'm pretty sure he's looking at the game like, oh, man, I remember beating his ass all the time. You know what I mean? Demolishing me. I've never actually seen him play online. I've only seen him play against the computer. You know what I mean? Because it was like the first PlayStation. I don't think the first PlayStation had internet like that yet. It probably did, but we didn't know how to use it, or we didn't have internet. We didn't have dial up like that at the house, barely. You know what I mean? So I would only watch him beat my ass and then beat like the computer. You know what I mean? But he was, in my eyes, I thought he was like one of the greatest guys in that fucking game. But that game dropped out. The game dropped, I believe, like a couple days ago, and it's like all over the gram, all over the TikToks, all over the web. Everyone's playing it. Everyone swears they're the best at it. You know what I mean? That's most of the new games I'm seeing at right now. My untitled opinion, I'm like, Jesus Christ. You know, I remember when these NCAA games would come out and you wouldn't even see the names on the jersey. These kids was getting paid for it. They weren't getting any endorsements for it. And now look at these kids. These kids are fucking making money off that shit. They're getting bank, and congratulations. You know what I mean? They deserve it. I mean, that's my untitled opinion. Them kids deserve it. I hope all those kids who are making money off of sports in college return and pay any debts and shit back from all that. Like, here, I'm just riding this wave. You know what I mean? That's the smart way to do it. That's what I would do. Endorse me. I'm gonna go fucking pay the school off with that shit. You know what I mean? I'll use some of the other money for team purposes, but most of the money I'm gonna use to pay off that debt. You know what I mean? But anyways, yeah. So I don't play that fucking game because of that guy. You know what I mean? That game is fucking. It looks like a good game. I've seen a lot of people, broadcast it and stream it online, and they're playing it. It looks good. The graphics look crazy. The players look amazing. The moves look amazing. But nah, it's just not my speed. You know what I mean? I'm all set. I'd rather watch. Rather watch basketball, and baseball, which I missed last night. The the National League versus the American League played off last night. Well, it was a kind of slow game. The home run derby was way better in my entitled opinion. When the American League plays the National League, it's not like the East versus the West in the NBA or how the NFL does it. It's just not the same. They should make it more fun where they're like hitting more and the score is like so high or something like that. And you know what I mean? They need to do more for those type of games for the National League versus the American League. You know what I mean? Spice it up a little bit. Or tell them, yeah, no fastballs. You can't throw any fastballs. And if you are going to throw fastballs, it could only be fastballs. You know what I'm saying? That's my own entitled opinion. You know what I'm saying? It's what it is. What it is. What else? Let's see. What's going on in today's news? What's going on? See if I can share my screen today. Entire screen. All right. Oh, okay. After Simone Biles, gymnastics would never be the same. It sure won't. She was out there killing it. How is it going to be the same? In a sport that was mainly dominated by, the people who started it. This chick comes along and she kills it every time she steps on the platform. You know what I mean? Look at the way her fucking her toes curl and shit, how her feet curl. They just asked her to take a picture and her feet are still curled in gymnastics position. She's a savage. Look at that. Look at that curl on that foot there that she got. Jesus Christ. She looked like a straight, like almost like a L, you know? That's a half a circle. Another circle. She probably do the other one with the foot too and make a full circle. That's insane. Look at Jaron Duran from the Boston Red Sox. 2-run homer. Wins 10th of the past 11 All-Star games. Look at that shit. Yeah, Paul Skeens, if I'm saying his name right, Paul Skeens of the Pittsburgh Pirates. Some of y'all may not even watch baseball or could care less about baseball, but baseball is actually fun. Before, it was definitely boring, but now they added a pitch clock, so they sped up the game. Makes the game a little bit faster, so you're not really watching a boring game or all hauled out game. And a lot of these new young guys, there are a lot of hitters and a lot of runners, you know what I mean? So the game gets a little exciting, you know what I mean? So you're not really just watching a dull game so long like you were back in the days. But Skeens, man, he's been pitching real good, a real good pitcher. You know, everyone's been talking about the trade the Sox made to Atlanta for, to gain Chris Sale. But I've always hated Chris Sale. I think Chris Sale sucks. It's my opinion. I think he sucks. I think he blows, He ain't gonna do shit over there in Atlanta. Fuck Atlanta. Atlanta will come out and be on the tier for a while and then suck. Fuck them. I don't even believe they're gonna win it. Look at that. Otani opens All-Star game scoring with a 3-run dinger. You can't even say dinger. You gotta say it like, dinger. You gotta say it like that and shit. Juan Soto goes out there and he gets a run. He gets a 2-run double out there. Soto's been doing a great job, man. A lot of these baseball guys have been doing a fucking phenomenal job this year. The only guy I believe is an upset for me this year is Eddie De La Cruz. Last year, he was fucking tearing it up. This year, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's because he's switching how he hits. A lot of these new guys, they come up as a left hitter, and then they're like, nah, I can hit righty too. I can hit righty, lefty, whatever. I'm a switch hitter now. And then that, in my opinion, I believe that slows their momentum down, because now look at this bullshit. You think you could hit whatever side, and they're gonna give you a pitcher that knows how to fuck your groove up. So you're gonna fucking strike out. You think you're gonna hit it, and it's gonna be a fucking pop fly, and then there you go. Look at fucking Klay Thompson on the fucking Dallas Mavericks. DeMar DeRozan's back in California. Look at him. Good shit, DeMar. Sacramento. That's fucking good shit, man. Probably a lot of y'all who are listening don't even watch sports, but it is what it is, man. You should watch some type of sports, But I'm going through a lot of this shit to give my untitled opinion. And look at this fucking, I didn't even know World Star existed anymore. I was like, what? And then look, I open this shit and it's a fucking ad. Piece of shit. Look at this shit. They ain't did shit all day but want to take a motherfucking picture with Usher. Asia Wilson puts her teammates on blast. Wow. They ain't do shit. Motherfucking game. All they want to do is take a picture with Usher. I mean, that's motherfucking Usher. What you think, girl? They play ball. They ain't ballers like that. Okay. Let's see. Whoa, woman gets shot by LAPD after attempting to assault her family members with a 10-inch knife. My untitled opinion is I believe a lot of daughters and sons, a lot of these kids are just wilding out on parents now. I don't know what's in the water or the juice, or I don't know what's in the gram or in the media, but these kids are doing way more than they have done back in the days, Like, come on. What the fuck are you trying to stab motherfuckers with this 10-inch knife and shit? Like, what the fuck? How bad is your house that you running around here with a knife? Don't people still run away? I'm not condoning it, but that's just what I see happening. I remember one time I was Googling or doing a research on kidnapped people or people who run away. And in the research, I was, going through the list of all these lost kids and these missing people. And I'm scrolling and I'm reading and I'm trying to understand what's going on. And a lot of these people aren't really missing. A lot of them wanted to leave. They run away purposely, due to trauma or stuff going on at home. They run away, and sometimes what happens is they don't want to be found. The government knows where these people are. They locate them, but these people don't want to go back to the location they came from. So they keep them as, still missing or run away. You know what I'm saying? And I think that needs to be fixed. That's my untitled opinion. You run away from home and you've gained yourself a new life. You're not like poor or dying out there, and you're okay in the community, then I believe you should go back. You should tell the government that you're not in any harm or any danger. Yes, you ran away, but you're okay. You know? So they should clear some of those names out. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, moving on. Left nothing to imagination. I mean, I guess I can turn this into the, let's see how much time we're in here for. How long I've been doing this for. 24 minutes. All right, I guess we can turn this into the Who Asked You segment portion of this. You know what I mean? I'll do Who Asked Yous and give my untitled opinion on a lot of this shit. Let's go back. All right. Kanye West's wife, Bianca Censor, is spotted in Los Angeles wearing this. Who be asking y'all to take pictures of this chick, bro? Like, aren't y'all tired of taking pictures of her? Aren't y'all tired of this shit? Like, I'm fake tired of that shit. Like, bro, that's what he got her wearing, or that's what she got her wearing. That's what she wants to wear. Like, why are you running her down to take pictures? And why are there 307 comments about this shit? Man, come on, man. You want people to comment about anything just to get a click, and that's the worst, you know? Don't come to my streams and my podcast just to try to bait me into these comments or anything like that, because I'll bait. I'm a baiter. I'll come into it, but I'll give in and I'll give up, because I really don't care for it. I'm here for the entertainment, and then I'm done, But who cares for this chick? Who cares for Bianca Censori? Like, oh my God, Wes, I really don't care for. Moving on. Wait, he might be on to something here. Rick Ross giving out free game on how to never get turned down by a woman. You see, okay, I'm gonna give my untitled opinion here. I don't think a lot of men should take advice from rich men about dating. Okay? All right. I say this simply because they're dating a different way than your poor ass is dating. And I don't mean to call you a poor ass, but they're dating in a different caliber and a different mind frame than you are dating, or how you go about dating. You know what I mean? And then on top of that, you cannot go about dating the way they do because you don't have what they have to move like that. All right? That's my entitled opinion. I wouldn't take advice from Rick Ross, or I wouldn't take game on how to never get turned down by a woman, because I'm like, ultimately, you're Rick Ross. Like, what the fuck? We're totally two different people, bro. We're not even the same kind of people. You know what I mean? Not to say that you're better than me or anything like that. I don't give a shit. But I don't even think we date the same women anyways. But if he's like trying to prioritize as one whole thing and give us some free game, then whatever. Take it or leave it. Do it as you do. But who asks him? Who's asking you, Rose, the boss? You know what I mean? Who's asking you to give us free game on how not to get turned down? Because I'm gonna tell you this, Rose, they're gonna still turn the motherfucker down. No funny shit. You'll still get turned down if she wanna turn you down. You ain't special. You know what I'm saying? Moving on. All right. He gotta move after this. Dude gets stomped out and stripped out of his clothes for stealing $400 from their mother. Oh shit. You stole, my untitled opinion goes strong about this. You in the neighborhood doing some left. Now, when I mean left, I mean doing something that's not right. Now, you stealing $400 from a mother with kids that's out here probably struggling like everybody else. Then yeah, man, my untitled opinion is this: they should beat your ass. They should beat your ass to teach you a lesson that you shouldn't do this. You know what I mean? That's not right. Don't steal from the poor. We already poor, bro. Find something better to do. Something better. And I don't mean that I'm not saying that you need to be stomped and stripped out of your clothes and shit, but hey, yo, next time, pick a better person. You know what I mean? Pick a better profession. Get a job. You know what I mean? Cut grass. All right, let's see. Had her nervous. Bobby Aldoff was having a hard time looking at NLE Chop in the eyes. I mean, who actually go even do an interview with that guy? Like, who actually? Like, who be asking Bobby to do any of these interviews? Like, I'm so lost with who the fuck she is. You know what I mean? I'm probably sure one day she'll be like, I'm pretty sure I'm lost in who the fuck I am. You know, I wouldn't be surprised she says that in return, but I could care less. But I don't like, who asked you, girl? Like, who asked you to do these interviews with these guys or these celebs or these people and then ask these questions? Like, I think a lot of people are only viewing it because they're shocked that she's actually doing these interviews. Like, who are you? Where did you come from? How did you get here? How do you even know these people to even get here? You know what I mean? That's my opinion, but whatever. All right. Let's see. I think it's Mr. Beast or whatever. Chick tours houses of millionaire YouTubers. Whatever. I hope those houses were nice. Yeah, they're doing a lot of these catch a predator videos, man. I'm happy. Catch those predators, man. Catch the predators whether they're poor or rich, though. Don't just catch poor predators. You know, don't go out there and do that shit. Make sure you catch all the predators. Don't be biased to nobody. I don't give a fuck. If you're out there to catch predators, rapists, and all that shit, don't subject that shit to just one demographic of people. Get them all. If you're gonna do a job, do the job all the way. Don't half-ass it for us. You know what I mean? And if you're gonna half-ass it for us, you might as well you might as well be a predator yourself. You know what I mean? That's just my entitled opinion. You know what I mean? Dude gets fact checked after saying Trump never reached out to the family of the innocent man who died at his rally. Who asked you? Hmm? Who asked you? That's why you got fact checked. Who asked you? Hmm? Why did you need your opinion on that one? Hmm? That's my entitled opinion. Why did you need your opinion? Or why did we need your opinion on that shit? Hmm? The fuck is going on here? And now Jake Paul is fighting Mike Perry. Oh, is that dude Jake Paul still fighting Mike Tyson? Is that still gonna happen? Was that supposed to happen and it didn't happen? Because Mike Tyson will probably die. Probably have a heart attack. Like, who be asking Jake Paul to do any of these fights? Like, who be asking for that shit? Like, are humans are we that bored that we just like get Jake Paul and make him fight these guys? You know what I mean? Like, I get it. It's for entertainment, which I get. Entertainment is entertainment, but come on, man. At some point, we got to be like, this is really not that entertainment or that entertaining. Look at this. Medieval MMA. What the fuck is this, man? What the fuck are we doing? What the fuck are we doing? Wow. What? A protester with a crossbow says she's scared of political violence and speaks on the Trump assassination attempt. It's a shame he missed. Wow. Why do you have a crossbow? A protester with a crossbow says why does a female have a crossbow and then in return says she's scared of political violence, but you're not scared of, verbal violence and hand-to-hand combat? That's why you brought your crossbow. Hmm? And, who asked you if you're scared of political violence? Like, are you really that scared of political violence? Then you should go rally for Black people. If you're so scared of political violence, right? You should go to all the offices and be like, "Well, I hate the political violence y'all are doing against the Black demographic people," or is that just not allowed? Hmm? Is that just not allowed for you? Okay, I'm just asking because it just seems it's subjected. Everything is subjected. You know, all these rallies and these fights, they're subjected. That's why I said America is so great. Because you can go out there and be free to rally and protest against shit that you have no right to be fucking protesting against. Violence and shit could be occurring on every day of your life, but you will go out there and protest for political violence. It's America. It's fucking America, man. And then you speak on the assassination thing and said, it's a shame he missed. Jesus Christ. If you ever ask people, it's you would assume they knew Trump personally and he personally did something to them. That's what you would assume, you know. That's what the fuck you would assume. You know. This shit is ridiculous. It is. It just gets out of hand. To get off topic before I continue scrolling through this bullshit here, you know, I saw Bad Baby, this chick that went from like, I don't know if it was Jerry Springer or Jerry Springer's security guard show. One of these guys had these talk shows where they had this young girl come on and she like, oh, come outside or see me outside, whatever. I don't know what she was doing, but she was talking real reckless, and that's how she blew up. And then she made her own fans, and then she blew up even more. And then, you know, now she got a baby, you know, and she's in a relationship with this guy. And then she posts a flick of her beating up, you know. And I was like, who the fuck asked you to post this shit? Why wouldn't you call the police? The authority? The internet is not the authority. I think people are failing to realize that. The internet is not the authorities. So stop posting there with hopes that someone's going to save you. They're going to type. That's all they're going to do. The minimal they'll do is type. You know, that's the minimal they'll do is type. So whatever. She put a post that she was beaten up by her baby daddy, boyfriend, husband, whatever the case may be. And then a week later, she posts a flick with them kissing up. In my untitled opinion, I was like, girl, keep all that shit to yourself. You never needed to post it that your ass got beat. You know, your man or your girlfriend beats you up and you stay with them, and then you continue, and then you post that relationship to us. I think you both should go off in the corner and keep that relationship silent, quiet, and to yourselves. You know, no need for you to post that shit to us for. What sympathy do you need from me or any of us if you're just gonna go back to the fuck? Like imagine, you know, I don't like the sun, but I keep going out to the sun for the sun to burn me, and I get on the gram and I'm like, oh my god. Like imagine I had like some sun sickness, and I was like, oh my god, if I see the sun will really make me sick and I could potentially die. But I potentially do this every day just to, you know, just so Instagram or people on the web could feel some sympathy for me. But wouldn't the smart thing would be like, just don't go in the fucking sun? Huh? Just don't go in the fucking sun. Some guy is abusing you, you know, and you stay with him. What do you want me to do? You know, I don't condone abuse, violence at all. I don't condone any of it. I understand it. I don't condone it. A lot of things I understand I don't condone. But what I don't condone is two people agreeing to continue in that toxic thing. I don't condone it, so I stay away from it. You know, I don't condone it, so I don't sympathize with it. You know what I'm saying? That's my untitled opinion. I know people I know relatives who have relationships with abusive people and they stay with them, but that doesn't change my perspective or my feelings on them. You know, you choose to do what you choose to do. You know, you sleep with who you sleep with. That's the choices you make. You know, I'm still going to love you and still care for you, and only to the extent that I can. You know what I'm saying? I can give you all the advice I can, but you got to make those choices yourself if you want to stay or leave. You know what I mean? With that being said, I was just like, man, that girl went back to that guy, and I was like, that happens all the time. I've seen girls leave their child to stay with an abusive man and abandon the child. You know, I mean, this happens. It's life, man. And it's ridiculous that it happens, but it happens. You know, it's a shit show out here, man. America's a shit show, or humans are a shit show, bro. All right, let's continue on. TikTokers who captured their final moments. I'm in danger. I'm all set. They do ass shit with the gram. Whose daughter Come get your daughter. Eddie Griffin breaks down footage of Ice Spice twerking with no emotion. Yeah, I mean, I'm to the point where I'm like, come on, Ice Spice. You know what I'm saying? You don't you know no one in your camp is telling you the narrative here now. You know what I'm saying? Like you made it now. Okay, you got some success now. You don't need to twerk anymore. You know that's not all they could know you for. They could know you for your hair, your lyrics, your bars, and shit like that that you can provide. You know, I'm not saying you gotta stop twerking. You could do a little twerking here and there, and then live your life. You know what I'm saying? But and to me, I think she's losing weight too. Last time I seen her, I was like, man, this chick losing weight and she'll never go out in the sun. Like, what's wrong with the sunbathe? You know what I'm saying? Like, get some SPF on you, you know, sunscreen, and then go out there, girl. Okay, let's see. Let's move on. Listen to this funny shit. This should be ridiculous. Women that do this are fucking nuts to me. That's just my entitled opinion. I don't think this is a fair game, or I don't think that's even revenge. Okay. So stay strong, chest out, shoulders back. Woman telling her lick back story about how she cheated on her man, giving another dude revenge pussy. You know, you want to cheat on your man, go out there and become successful. You want to cheat on your man, go out there and get something that he will never get. Okay. That will kill that shit. You know, you want to cheat on your man, fucking go get a scratch ticket and hit a $500,000 and don't share shit with him. Okay? Go take all the trips and buy jewelry. You want to cheat on your man? Do shit like that. Fucking another dude is not just, you know, gonna drive that man crazy. It's just gonna look at you like, okay, you just out here gonna fuck other men whenever you get mad. You know, whatever. It's your pussy that's getting that's getting the dudes, not me. You know, letting another man enter you, I don't see as a revenge. You know, you let another man enter you. Do you love him? Do you love that other man? Are you going to marry that other man? Are you gonna give that other man a child? Or is it just for revenge? So you're using your twat whopper for revenge? That goes crazy. All right. That's just my untitled opinion. You're using your twat whopper, you know, to seek revenge because this man cheated on you. You know, whatever. Whatever. I guess. Well, who asked you to post that? Hmm? Who asked you to even put this up? Who cares? And why does it have 521 comments? I'm not viewing that shit. You're not getting a view from me. Fuck out of here. Interview host wilding out at the club butt naked. Ask random guys to kiss and feel up on her. Or ask random guy. Oh, she only asked this one random guy, or did she ask mad random? I'm gonna click on that. That looks like a bait. Anything naked be like, it's a bait. TikTok girls thirst trapping compilation part 19. That's where TikTok's a thirst trap period. All right, Big Sean probably out there dropping bars on that radar shit. You know? That kid shit is over with. Bow Wow says his 13-year-old daughter views him as an ATM machine. Teen years ain't no joke. Now that's a fact, man. That's a big fact, you know, especially if you start producing that shit like that. If you start showing your kids, you know, I got the money and whatever you need, I got it, then yeah, that's what it'll ultimately turn out to. That's just my entitled opinion. You know, that's why you have to be so conservative with your children, you know, and the spending with them and the financial so they can understand finances. You know what I'm saying? Just giving them the money will only have them go outside and be blind and thinking that that's just what it is. You know, they can just go to an ATM and get money, and it's more to that. You know. Anyways, who asked you, Bow Wow? Who asked you? You knew damn well what you was doing. Go out there and get more money. Continuing. Woman breastfeeds her husband 3 times a day for this reason. Who asked you? Who asked you if you breastfeed your husband? Hmm? You don't got no kids? You ain't got no kids? What, you fucking Homelander? Fuck out of here. Motherfuckers be doing. The world is so strange, man. These people be doing anything. Ridiculous shit. Look at Big Sean dropped a freestyle and got 97 comments. This chick is breastfeeding her husband and it's got 175 comments. There you go. Oh man. Look like this kid almost killed himself. My helmet couldn't even help him. Pretty sure that was some wild out shit. Respect. This is how it's supposed to be done. Dude pass the heat to this homie so he can catch the feeling. Now that's good. Yeah, you got the strap on you. You don't got to kill the guy. I don't really believe a lot of people need guns. You know what I'm saying? It's just you're scared. And I understand you being scared. Everyone's scared. You're human. But you shooting and killing this person is ridiculous, man. I think that's even more scary for you. You got to sleep with that shit every day. You know what I mean? But that's good that this person, passed it over and then just used the hands. It's good. That's good. Buddy smiling for the camera, but we knew he was suffering inside. Paying for a BBL car wash is crazy. Dude gives big booty chick a soapy body massage. They be loving that shit. Get that shit the fuck out of here, man. I saw that shit. I saw Drake shares a video of his mansion being flooded following heavy rainfall in Toronto and the surrounding areas. Like, who asked you, Drake, to post that shit? You're rich. You probably got high insurance on that fucking house. You probably got the water damage too on that, knowing damn well. So you're like, oh, I'm gonna recoup all this fucking shit through the insurance. Insurance is gonna cash me out. Cash this shit out and buy a new house. Fuck this place. That's what I would do. Because I'm pretty sure you ain't gonna fix the land so that shit don't happen again. You ain't that smart. You know what I mean? I don't think you're that smart, bro. I don't think you're that smart, though. That's just my entitled opinion, Drizzy. You're my man, though, still. Shorty's back shots sound like Waka Flocka ad-lib. Wow. You won't believe what this man was snorting. No, I won't believe it. I don't want to see it. And who asked you? Who asked you to post that shit? I don't care. I don't care her back shots could do the Waka Flocka. Who asked you? The fuck? I gotta wake up horny. I already wake up with a boner and shit. You gotta tell me some shit like that? Whatever, man. Yeah, man. I saw this I Show Speed shit, man. I be seeing that shit. It looked like he was in Hungary and the chick did stuck in the middle finger. I Show Speed seems like a cool young kid, man. You know what I mean? Like an innocent young kid. He ain't really trying to do no harm. He's just trying to have a good time and live life. You know what I mean? Scour the world and show everybody what he can do. You know what I'm saying? And he went out there and they showed him love. I won't even lie to you. People were chanting his name. He was getting mad gifts. So he was like, gave him the middle finger. She probably gave him the middle finger because she's like, I'm trying to fucking eat. Come here with these people and you're interrupting my life. I can understand that. I can understand why you gave him the middle finger. You're like, I don't see black people. I don't see these type of people often doing this type of shit. Who the fuck do you think you are? She's like, you can't prevail over me. I get it. But, someone needs to relax her down. You can't be going around here just giving people the middle finger. You know what I mean? And who asked you to put up middle fingers? You're sitting at a table with like 6 other people. Who asked you to put the finger up? I would have told him that. I was like, who asked you to do that? Why the fuck did you do that? Oh my God, I've been embarrassed. I'm pretty sure the people at the table were embarrassed. They're like, oh man, I'm just trying to have a dinner. Like, can you come on, please? And I'm like, if you're just trying to have a dinner, why don't you check her? I'd have checked her like, why'd you do that? Why are you trying to draw attention to this table? The discussion back home would have been like, oh, I can't fucking believe you embarrassed me like that. She probably would return like, I can't believe you didn't stand up for me. Like, what the fuck? The kid was walking by. Is it my fault that he has a fucking crowd with him? That's crazy. Shaking my head. White Kansas man calls black mayor the N-word repeatedly at city council meeting. Okay. And then, like, we're in 2024 now, man. Do white people or do other races believe that calling black people the N word or a nigger is like the detrimental to their being, that it kills them or that it harms them? Like, are they really like, well, look at that nigger? And it's like, do you really expect black people, oh my God, I can't believe it? Or do you really expect them to get frustrated and get angry and then want to do, is that really the game? Is that the game that people are playing? Are these people saying these things so they can get black people to be enticed? So they can be like, you see, look at niggers doing what niggers do, Like, don't white people get enticed? Don't other races get enticed if you're calling them something that's just not verbally right or not sound to them? You know, you calling that black man a nigger, it's like, well, okay, and then like he's still like, I always tell people this, man, you're still gonna pay taxes, right? My nigger ass, your white ass or your Spanish ass or your ass still paying the fucking taxes I'm paying. You're no different from me. They got you in a fucking chokehold. They got you in a chokehold, man. We're in the same. That's why I always tell people: don't be stupid, bro. Don't be stupid. Us against them. The government is fucking running us rampant, putting us against each other, and it works. It fucking works all the fucking time. They're doing a great job at it. They do a great job at targeting us against each other, and we fall into the trap. Like I was saying before in another podcast, where a lot of us are sheep. We fall into the trap and we're like, oh my God, look how we're acting. You know, that lady who says she's scared of political violence, she needs to come here at this council meeting, and talk to this brother here. Talk to this guy, this white Kansas man that called this black mayor the N-word. Huh? She commented over here. Looking at this, she got like 1,168 comments. Yeah, expected. A lot of people commenting. I'm pretty sure white people were like, oh, so what, he said nigger. And black people are like, oh my God, I can't believe it. Blah, 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 blah. Pretty sure the comments are pretty wicked, you know. You know. Comments are always wicked. Whatever. Okay, the whole situation is messed up. Parents discover their daughter is a mass killer. Holy shit. Yeah, that's fucked up. How don't you know your daughter is a mass killer? How don't you know this shit? How do some of these people, these parents, have kids and they just don't know what the fuck their kids is doing? Like, I couldn't even keep a gram of weed in my mother's house without this lady going through my shit, you know? Like, that lady had nothing better to do but go through my shit, you know? So I'm like, how do y'all do it? Like, are these kids like really locking doors and you just like, huh? Are their rooms dirty? You don't ever clean their room? Like, they really clean their rooms and shit? You don't go in there and be like, I'm just gonna fucking clean this room. But whatever. I guess, Oh, the US received intel of an Iranian plot to assassinate Donald Trump. That's crazy. Why is the assassination of Donald Trump like on high rise right now? What the fuck is going on? I truly believe, this is my untitled opinion, that the attempt and any assassination of Donald Trump will just make his, legacy or his, journey just 10 times stronger and better. You know what I mean? That should have turned him into a martyr and shit. That's my untitled opinion. It literally, anything bad happening to Trump is literally a gain for him. Like, he's gaining from this shit happening. And the people don't see that. Assassinating Trump won't help the situation out at all. It'll just make the situation, well, their situation worse, or what they believe worse. It will just be mad. It'll be insane. You know what I mean? The assassination of Trump or any president in this day and time would cause a massacre. That's just my entitled opinion, because at this day and time, we're like, what the fuck are you doing? We're letting the president get sniped or gunned down. Like, come on, man. I think that would cause a mass hysteria with all local citizens to then now protest to see this. There is something going on with the government. There is that would turn all of us against each other because now we will think that we're, someone that we let into the country are not real, good citizens or don't want to be really good citizens. They're actually here with another plot twist to fuck up the country. You know what I mean? Which I've always think people do. I've always, that's my entitled opinion. I always believe people migrate here with their own idea of how they want to make America. You know what I mean? America stands on its own soil because, the people here have their own laws and plans of how they want America to be. And then people migrate here and change these laws, you know what I mean, to make it better for more people to migrate. You know what I mean? Just my entitled opinion. But who the fuck asked me, right? But whatever. Look at this. This got to be the most toxic relationship ever seen. Couple ends their relationship with the fade. You can keep that shit. I'm not fighting no chick to end a relationship. I'm out. She can keep it. Wow, dude clowns his baby mom for throwing out because she didn't want to stay home with him and the baby, whatever, bro. I guess. Who asked you? Who asked you to post that shit? Ain't nobody actually see your baby mom throwing up, man. Get that shit the fuck out of here. Dump the whole clip on him. Dude gets caught lacking while sitting in his car in Chicago. Holy shit. Chicago is one of the places you don't want to be caught, bro. You don't even want to go. Two places I really don't want to go, or I want to go white. Like, I want to go there acting as if I don't even know what being black is California and Chicago. Okay. I don't even want to go to Alabama. I only want to go to Atlanta. I don't want to go any other places in Georgia. I don't want to go to Mississippi. The fuck I want to go there for? I don't want to go to Tennessee. North Carolina maybe, but the fuck do I want to go to South Carolina for? I really don't even want to be in any of those states that were down with that fucking type of bullshit back in the days, man. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm all set. Arizona's too hot, but I only want to go there to actually feel the heat, see how hot it really is. That's the only real reason I'd be going to Arizona. Utah, the same reason. See how cold it is in Utah. Colorado, I don't need to be going there for the weed. That's just my entire opinion. I don't be going these places for certain reasons, but these other places, Alabama and all that shit, fuck no. You won't catch me dead there. I don't care what's going on there. They can have the best festivals and events there. I ain't going. Not me. But that's just my train of thought on that. That's just how I see it. That's just my untitled opinion. Let's see. I'm about to end this soon. How long have been doing this here for? Oh, we're almost up an hour. Shit. All right, let's wrap this up. I'll do a couple more of these and call it a day. Yeah, I talked about that black job shit, whatever, man. This is why there are weight classes. Dude decided to take on a high calorie fighter, and this is how it went. Oh, he probably got fucked up. Oh, a true crime documentary. I gotta see that. A 9-year-old boy outsmarts killer, preacher, and avenges his entire family. Wow. Wow. That's great. Fellas, smash or pass. Jocelyn Hernandez double cheeked up in a bikini showing out at the beach. Okay. I guess. Do I have to smash or pass? Let's see. Okay, should have never played with me. Clip resurfaces a female Cali rapper, Tan the God, speaking on killing her ex after she was shot and killed. Holy shit. Crazy. Like, who asked you to post that shit? I'll be like, yo, ain't nobody around you to be like, yo, sis, why you did that? Don't post that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, Should be crazy. Oh, here come the conspiracy theories, bullshit, and all that. Oh man, I love conspiracy theories, man. My untitled opinion is I think someone banks so much money off of conspiracy theories that they're just sitting there, just piling up money, like, oh my God, waiting to come up with another conspiracy theory to shove down your throat so you can just drink it. And not to say that, their theories ain't onto something, or, it doesn't sound sound or just, but I'm saying even if their conspiracy theories were right, what the fuck are you gonna do about it? You know? What the fuck are you going to do about it? Or the masses are going to do about it? Because we haven't been doing shit. You know, that's always been my problem. That's why I don't believe in, I was explaining before, I don't believe in a lot of other shit. Because I was like, even if I did believe in it, like, what the fuck am I going to do about it? Like, what am I going to do about the aliens that are coming here and, telescoping you back to their planet and then fucking digging in your body? What the fuck am I going to do about it? Can't do shit. They're doing it already, can't I can't make it known to the masses because the masses is gonna freak out and they won't even believe it, or some of them won't believe it. It'll just be where it is, you know. It's just my entire opinion. Oh man. Okay. They showing that bully shit, Amber Rose, whatever. Chicago is real life. Got beat with the TV and then into a puddle, looking like a WWE SummerSlam. Wow. I be trying to tell you, man, Chicago's a place you don't want to be found in, bro. You don't want to be found in that place. Don't go there. Wow, we're getting a divorce. 9 months pregnant. New Jersey woman catches husband with his side chick on the beach. I mean, you're 9 months pregnant. He needed to fuck. You probably ain't fuck him in 3 months of that, or 6 months of that 9 month pregnancy you've been in. He was backed up. He couldn't hold it. You know, it takes a lot of discipline and a lot of strength for some of these men not to fuck while you're pregnant. You know, if you don't know if you have a disciplined man or a strong will minded man, and listen, that's just my entitled opinion. But I say that for both genders, male and female. If you don't, whoever you're dating, if you don't understand or believe that there's discipline, what I mean, strong minded and strong willed, then yeah, then they can be baited into anything. They probably won't withstand a lot of the trials and tribulations, and they might break out, but they might come back in. You know what I mean? It'll be up to you to accept it or not. Again, that's just my entitled opinion. Someone asked me if all men cheat. I'm like, no, all men don't cheat. They can. You have a lot of strong-minded men out there that won't cheat. They have no problem not cheating, and they live a successful relationship with their girlfriend. Not to say that they don't have no ups and downs, but they're good. But if you in your mind don't believe that these men or women can be strong-minded and strong-willed and disciplined, then yeah, all you're gonna believe is that men are cheating. You know what I mean? Because you don't even believe in discipline and stuff like that. That's just what my untitled opinion. You know what I mean? Wow. Women go as crazy on another chick after she called her man in bed, but ass naked, blowing her back out. Wow. Chick details the benefits of twerking. Shows the best pose for pregnancy. Wow. Who asked you? Who asked you? Chicago female hooper went viral after fans peeped her off court photos. Yeah, she's a baddie. Chick from Connecticut Suns is a baddie too. Dejana, oh my God, Jesus Christ. Oh shit, dude spotted getting deep in some guts at a Hollywood party. That's why I be trying to tell you, Hollywood, California is crazy. Ukraine, horrors of war. Ukrainian soldiers terminates a Russian soldier in the trenches. Jesus Christ. Damn. But yeah, we were just talking about this female cat rabbit. She was murdered at a meet and greet. You bitch, this is you, and you get Jesus fucking Christ. That's fucking ridiculous.